So this spring, The Great Book of Chocolate comes out, and I'm really excited about it. And one of the best parts about doing the book was coming up with over 50 recipes for my favorite chocolate desserts. Some of them are based on recipes from my friends that they gave me to include in the book, and one of those friends is Deb Perelman.
Deb, look up. No, that's okay.
Deb's coming all the way from New York, and I can't wait to cook with her.
I was whisking, and I could tell that David wanted me to whisk differently, so I kept whisking the same way for a couple minutes just to annoy him, and then I let him take over.
So I'm so happy to have you in the kitchen. Deb Perelman.
Hi.
Otherwise known as Smitten Kitchen. And you've probably been following her for quite a while. I know I have. I was one of your first followers when you started blogging.
I can't believe 20 years and you're still sticking around?
I know, and she hasn't blocked me. I was actually in New York. We were having lunch, and I said, I'm doing a chocolate book. And you said, you've got to put this recipe in your book. And I was like, great.
So bossy.
Okay.
I was like, put my recipe in your
But
book.
it worked. There it is.
So this chocolate spread, I've been known to eat it out of the jar with just a spoon. But in France, we need to be a little more polite.
Bonjour.
I decided to go to my favorite bakery in Paris, Terroir d'Avenir, and you might spread it on a croissant, a pain au chocolat, and a baguette.
I could eat the whole thing, but I won't.
And I hope Deb likes them.
Excellent baguette. Let's get started.
Yay.
Okay, the first step of this recipe is to sift the cocoa powder and the powdered sugar.
I am generally very anti-sifting in recipes. For cocoa powder and also powdered sugar, they really will lump in here and it will be unpleasant, so I do it here.
So now that this is sifted and all mixed, I'm gonna go ahead and heat the olive oil with the chocolate.
So it's half a cup of olive oil.
Yes, and 4 ounces of bittersweet or semi-sweet chocolate. You can use either one.
There's no regulation of the terms and the amount of cocoa, so
Yes.
we just use them interchangeably.
Yeah, I let people decide.
Exactly. And this
Let the people decide.
is not a terribly sweet spread.
No,
so,
not at all.
If you want to use semi-sweet, if you want to, bump up the sweetness, there's no harm.
Anybody who follows Deb knows she puts a lot of thought into recipes, how she creates them, how she bakes them, how she cooks them. And it's really fun having her in my kitchen showing me how she does things.
So where'd you get this amazing recipe? What was your inspiration for coming up with it?
My husband and his family are really obsessed with a certain store-bought chocolate hazelnut spread. It was a really special thing for them growing up. This chocolate olive oil spread was my answer to it. I wanted like grown-up chocolate spread.
Okay, honestly, who eats more chocolate? Your husband or your kids?
It would be an impossible competition to see who could eat more.
When I'm home alone, I eat a lot of chocolate. And when my partner comes home, he doesn't have any idea how much chocolate I've consumed. But he does keep tabs on me.
It's so rich.
I want to taste it now, but I'm going to wait. So what kind of consistency are we looking for?
We're just looking for it to be smooth, no more chocolate bits. All the chocolate should be melted.
Okay, I actually don't mind a little bit of chocolate bits every once in a while.
That it would actually be delicious. I'm thinking with unsweetened chocolate, it would be highly unpleasant. With this chocolate, it would be delicious. So
This is all perfectly melted. It's perfectly smooth. There are no chocolate chips in it.
that's okay.
And we're going to go ahead and add the powdered sugar and cocoa powder. This is going to come together beautifully. It looks a little lumpy and grainy, and this is why we sift. And I know this is wrong, but I'm going to taste it now, just because that's how I roll. Wow.
I love it when we're impressed by our own cooking.
I know. It's really good. That olive oil is really good.
Yes.
We are done here.
The only thing left to do, I am potty.
Yeah. So in
Can you
your
get me
book,
running off of the pot?
so I know that Deb has a little different way of finishing this. You like to leave it out for a couple of hours. I think 5 or 6 or 7 hours. Yeah, I can't wait that long. So I put it in the fridge. I'm going to put this into a separate bowl, put it in the fridge for a couple hours, let it get thick, and then pour it into a jar. Is that okay with you?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to make it clear that it can be a room temperature spread. It doesn't have to be refrigerated to work. And so I want to, but it does take a lot longer to thicken up that way.
So I do have to tell you something, a secret. I'm not a morning person. I don't talk to people in the morning.
Welcome
But
to the club.
since it's the afternoon, we're going to have a little goûter in France. That means snack. So you add a special little finishing touch to this, and it really makes the spread extra good.
I love to finish this with a little bit of flaky sea salt. We didn't put any sea salt inside. We showed restraint.
That looks perfect. You get an A+.
Can I come back next time?
Sure, anytime. You're always welcome here in my kitchen.
He says that because he knows I must be back very often.
These are from Terroir d'Avenir, and they do these beautiful butter croissants. And they use really high quality French butter. You can see how this croissant is so beautifully. It's perfectly cooked. All right, and I can't wait to put chocolate spread on this.
Ooh. I think I'm going to do the same thing. I've never had it in a croissant before. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
You like it?
I like the battle of the butter versus the olive oil, but they actually go together really well. Salty, but that sea salt really sort of brings out the chocolate sweetness and richness and the savory side of chocolate. This is a pain au chocolat. In the south of France, they call them chocolatines. They don't always put as much chocolate as I want in my pain au chocolat, but we have this.
Just showing off. Cheers.
Well, cheers.
I loved having Deb come into my kitchen to cook with me. And Deb, you're welcome to come back anytime.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Welcome to Paris.
This is a very good welcome. I want to stay. By the way, I'm going to stay. I'm moving right here.
We have a guest room.
Yeah, I'm looking right here.
Don't put that on camera.